Welcome to the Ultimate General Knowledge Challenge. Think you're a trivia master? Dive into 100 challenging questions and discover how much you truly know. Let's begin. On what date was Julius Caesar assassinated? March 15th, July 5th, or February 15th? On March 15th. What color are the so-called black boxes on airplanes? Black, blue, or orange? Orange. What does the symbol represent? The divine, karma, or the universe? The universe. What form of government did Brazil adopt after its independence? Federal Republic, Democratic Republic, or Empire? Empire. Smash that subscribe button to stay on top of all our awesome trivia. What is Iceland's main export? Fish, aluminum, or oil? Aluminum. Who is the author of the artwork The Persistence of Memory? Salvador Dali, Bartolomé Murillo, or Paul Cézanne? Salvador Dali. To which group did George Washington and most early U.S. leaders belong? Native Americans, Rosicrucians, or Freemasons? Freemasons. How many years are in a lustrum? 5, 10, or 25? 5. Which of these animals are typical of China? Elephants and giraffes, kangaroos and manatees, or pandas and cranes? Pandas and cranes. Which country was the only one to be attacked with atomic bombs? Japan, Afghanistan, or Australia? Japan. Who is this famous writer? Alexandre Dumas, Oscar Wilde, or Jules Verne? Oscar Wilde. What is the result of raising any number to the power of 0? 0, 1, or infinite? 1. The Vikings had fierce warriors who fought half naked and possibly under the influence of hallucinogens like belladonna. What were these warriors called? Volsungar, berserkers, or hoplites? Berserkers. According to Greek mythology, Achilles died from a wound in his heel. What caused it? An arrow, a snake, or an axe? An arrow. Where was Upper Paleolithic cave art first discovered? In Nerja Cave, in Altamira Cave, or in Neander Valley? In Altamira Cave. What is the capital of Suriname? San Jose, Paramaribo, or Managua? Paramaribo. What is the name of this famous monument? Mount Rushmore, the Motherland Calls, or Washington Monument? The Mount Rushmore. What is the name of this movie? Fight Club, Seven, or American Psycho? American Psycho. Who is the author of The Time of the Hero? Julio Cortázar, Mario Vargas Llosa, or Julia Urquidi? Mario Vargas Llosa. Which of these birds is a quail? Option B. Which seas border Germany to the north? The Mediterranean Sea and North Sea, the North Sea and Baltic Sea, or the White Sea and Baltic Sea? The North Sea and Baltic Sea. Which country does this flag belong to? Nigeria, Pakistan, or Saudi Arabia? Nigeria. At what age did Freddie Mercury die? 39, 45, or 52? "45. Around what year were the pyramids of Giza built? 800, 1250, or 2550 before Christ? In 2550 before Christ. What branch of science studies male sexual and reproductive health? Oncology, mycology, or andrology? Andrology. According to The Simpsons, for how many dollars does Bart sell his soul? $5, $50, or $15? $5. Where is the highest altitude airport in the world located? Tibet, Bolivia, or Australia? In Tibet. When we talk about latitude, distance is measured relative to what? The prime meridian, the South Pole, or the equator? The equator. Who is this? Aretha Franklin, Frida Kahlo, or Margaret Mead? Frida Kahlo. In what year was Albert Einstein born? 1879, 1901, or 1905? in 1879. What is the profession of the person in the photo? A designer, a musician, or a priest? A musician. Which playwright coined the phrase, "Life is a dream, and dreams are just dreams"? Tennessee Williams, Molière, or Calderón de la Barca? Calderón de la Barca. In what year was the Treaty of Versailles signed? 1919, 1923, or 1939? In 1919. What is the name of this monument said to have inspired a Disney castle? Chillon Castle, Alcazar of Segovia, or Matsumoto Castle? The Alcazar of Segovia. What is the name of the most famous vampire in literature? Dracula, Blade, or Nosferatu? Dracula. Which of the following words is an adjective? Tree, ephemeral, or that? Ephemeral. In which city is the Orsay Museum located? Paris, Amsterdam, or Dublin? In Paris. In ancient Rome, a father could legally kill any member of his family. True or false? True. What is the currency of Japan? Pound, yen, or yuan? The yen. In what year was the Berlin Wall brought down? 1972, 1989, or 1991? In 1989. On which continent is the city of Kintamani located? Asia, Oceania, or Africa? In Asia. Along with the United States, which other world power played an important role in the War of 1812? Spain, Great Britain, or Canada? Great Britain. On what date is Chile's Independence Day celebrated? February 12th, May 25th, or September 18th? September 18th. The first successful expedition to the South Pole was Norwegian. True or false? True. According to the Marvel Universe, how many years was Captain America frozen? Almost 90 years, almost 70 years, or almost 105 years? almost 70 years. Blackjack is also known as 21, aces, or 14. "21. Which of these artworks is not found in the Louvre? The Starry Night, the Mona Lisa, or Liberty Leading the People? The Starry Night. In the Code of Hammurabi, there was a law that sentenced tavern keepers to death if they diluted beer with water. True or false? True. Which musical film made Zac Efron famous? High School Musical, School of Rock, or Sing? High School Musical. Around which sea did the Egyptians, Phoenicians, Israelites, Greeks, and Romans live? Black Sea, Baltic Sea, or Mediterranean Sea? Around the Mediterranean Sea. What is the capital of Iceland? Helsinki, Reykjavik, or Oslo? Reykjavik. In which city were the Rolling Stones formed? Liverpool, Leeds, or London? In London. On which continent is the Great Rift Valley located? Europe, Africa, or America? In Africa. Who is the most successful coach in the history of Football Club Barcelona? Johan Cruyff, Pep Guardiola, or Louis van Gaal? Johan Cruyff. Who is this historical figure? Desmond Tutu, Charles Chaplin, or Alan Turing? Charles Chaplin. What is the name of Thor's hammer? Skjold, Mjolnir, or Excalibur? Mjolnir. Guess the word with few letters. State. Guess the word with scrambled letters. Castle. Who is behind the mask of Darth Vader? Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, or Mace Windu? Anakin Skywalker. Who is Thor's brother in the Marvel Universe? Thanos, Tony Stark, or Loki? Loki. Who is the author of this artwork? Titian, El Greco or Velázquez? El Greco. In what year was Pablo Picasso born? 1881, 1899, or 1912? In 1881. What are the names of the volcanoes in the Valley of Mexico? La Malinche and Paricutin, Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl, or Tacaná and Colima? Popocatépetl and Iztaccíhuatl. In what year was the East India Company founded? In 1515, in 1600, or in 1753? In 1600. Riyadh is the capital of which country? Saudi Arabia, Croatia, or Indonesia? Saudi Arabia. What is the name of this monument? Sydney Opera House, the Shard, or Taipei 101? Sydney Opera House. Which of the following is a Japanese company? Samsung, Panasonic, or Siemens? Panasonic. In what year was the British Highway Act passed, requiring driving on the left? In 1705, in 1835, or in 1970? In 1835. How do you say rain in French? Neige, pluie, or arbre? Pluie. What is the nationality of Flea, the basest of Red Hot Chili Peppers? Australian, American, or Canadian? Australian. At the end of which period did the dinosaurs go extinct? Jurassic, Triassic, or Cretaceous? Cretaceous. What is the name of this movie? The Pianist, Taxi Driver, or Requiem for a Dream? Taxi Driver. Which of these is the flag of Bulgaria? Option A. In what year did the Chernobyl disaster occur? 1977, 1986, or 1999? In 1986. Italy has the most UNESCO World Heritage Sites. How many exactly? 13, 25, or 56? 56. How many children do Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt have? 2, 4, or 6? 6. 6. Which of these countries does not share a border with Brazil? Chile, Argentina, or Uruguay? Chile. In what year did Russia begin its invasion of Ukraine? 2020, 2022, or 2024? In 2022. What is the name of this monument? Puerta de Alcalá, Puerta de Toledo, or Arch of Palmira? La Puerta de Alcalá. What is the name of this animated character? Oogie Boogie, Jack Skellington, or the Grinch? Jack Skellington. Which World War II general told his enemies, "I shall return"? George Patton, Bernard Montgomery, or Douglas MacArthur? Douglas MacArthur. What is the real name of rapper Snoop Dogg? Calvin, Marshall, or Curtis? Calvin. In Aztec culture, could a widow remarry? No. It was sacrilege, yes. Only if she hadn't had children, or yes, but only with a man from the same clan. Yes, but only with a man from the same clan. Which country does this flag belong to? North Macedonia, Tanzania, or St. Kitts and Nevis? St. Kitts and Nevis. What is the capital of Senegal? Dakar, Monrovia, or Accra? Dakar. Which of the following architectural wonders is not in India? Karni Mata Temple, Hawa Mahal, or Derawar Fort? The Derawar Fort. Who invented the submarine? Thomas Edison, Benjamin Franklin, or Cornelius Drebbel? Cornelius Drebbel. What was the profession of the person in the photo? Scientist, writer, or painter? Painter. Into how many nomes or provinces was ancient Egypt divided? 22, 28, or 42? 42. Which country has the most appearances in the FIFA World Cup? Brazil, Germany, or England? Brazil. What was the first name given to Brazil by the Portuguese? Land of the True Cross, New Portugal, or Viceroyalty of Brasilia? land of the true cross. In what year was Marilyn Monroe born? 1890, 1910, or 1926? In 1926. What is the name of this ancient monument? Temple of Artemis, Ziggurat of Ur, or Mausoleum at Halicarnassus? The Ziggurat of Ur. Who is the artist behind the song Gasolina? Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, or J Balvin? Daddy Yankee. Which Shakespeare play features the character Caliban? The Tempest, Macbeth, or Hamlet? The Tempest. Which of these national teams has never won the Asian Cup? Israel, Saudi Arabia, or China? China. What breed is this dog? Poodle, Beagle, or Afghan Hound? Poodle. In which country was Adolf Hitler born? Austria, Germany, or France? In Austria. What is not found in human saliva? Water, lactase, or antibodies? Lactase. Bonus! What is the largest terrestrial planet in the solar system? Mercury, Venus, or Earth? Don't forget, write the correct answer in the comments below. That's a wrap. How many did you nail? If you're vibing with Hi Hippo, smash that like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing.